If you want to discover your true purpose in life, it all begins with pushing yourself out of your old comfort zone. How many new things have you tried over the past 30 days? If the answer is less than one, then you are in big trouble. If you're not experimenting, if you're not pushing yourself, and you just keep doing what you've always done, then you're not really expanding your palette. You don't know what's really even out there because you're not trying anything new. And by virtue of that, how can you really claim to know that you have a real idea of what you actually enjoy? You see, it's such a limited sample size. The things that you've tried in your life, the things that you've done, it's not everything. It's not even close to everything. Have you tried every sport? Have you tried learning every musical instrument? What about every language? What about traveling to every country? Well, of course not. That would be insane. And I'm not asking you or pushing you to try absolutely everything, but one new thing a month truly couldn't hurt you. So many times people want to find their soulmate and they've been on less than 5 dates. And then they're wondering why on earth they can't seem to get that chemistry going with somebody. That's pretty much the same thing as saying, I want to know what my true purpose is in life with having only worked 1 or 2 jobs. Maybe you started a business and you don't really love how it's going. Maybe you're not enjoying the journey, and maybe the work that it requires of you isn't fun for you. In that case, would it make sense to try a different business model or maybe shift to an entirely different industry? That's exactly what I did when I first started. First, I thought that I was going to build some kind of marketing agency, and I didn't enjoy the process of that at all. I remember trying cold calling as a prospecting method, and I hated it. So I switched to warm inbound leads. If you don't know what that means, it's really just making it so that people want to talk to you and they reach out to you instead of trying to hunt people down and really try to make them want to talk to you when they don't. It's those subtle little shifts in approach, but also sometimes the big shifts in what you're offering or what you're doing and spending your time on that really create breakthroughs in your life. These are the moments where you decide what your future looks like. And today, right now, in this moment, you can make a change. Can you truly claim that you're in love if you've only ever met one other person in your entire life? Probably not, because you don't know what it's like with somebody else. And that's not to encourage you to leave your current partner, of course not, but rather to think, in your life as a whole, are there areas where you have settled? Are there areas where maybe you're just comfortable because it was the easiest thing, and now, because you're so used to it, it's more difficult to try to climb out and do something new than it ever would be to stay the same? When this sets in, we get stagnation, and typically what follows with that is a sense of feeling kind of lethargic, tired, drained, and like you lose that joy and excitement for life as a whole. But we can so quickly turn that around and charge you up by doing what we just spoke about. So really, take a step and make a decision on something new that you're going to try today, tomorrow, or at least this week. Make a commitment. Put it on your calendar. Make sure that you hold yourself accountable, because otherwise it's so easy to let it slip by. By doing this consistently and not trying to demand of yourself to figure out what you most are called to do in this lifetime instantly, you really open up a ton of freedom. A sense of ease washes over you as you realize the fact that your purpose and what you want to do with your life will not be found in an instant moment where you ask for it, but rather in the experiences that you are trying. It was in the moment where I got my first coaching client back in 2014 that I realized how much I loved it and how I wanted it to be a big part of my life for the rest of my life. It was my true passion and joy. I remember a similar moment when falling in love with my beautiful girlfriend, who I've been together with for over 10 years now. And also the same when I started playing the sport of floorball and skiing and snowmobiling and all these different crazy experiences that I pushed myself out and into when before all I knew was playing video games for 16 hours a day, being a complete introvert and really somewhat of a degenerate. The first time that I spoke at a major marketing event and a conference, I remember the feeling of joy and passion in sharing my message with people, making a difference in their lives. But that would have never happened if I didn't take the first step of recording a video of myself talking about personal development when nobody wanted to listen to me. It's incredible now that over 15 to 20,000 of you listen to every episode of my podcast on Spotify. And of course, I share this on other platforms too. But I really just want to convey how grateful I am and how happy I am to do what I do. And of course, how much I love working with my clients. And that's really you guys who reach out and then work with me one-on-one. The most important part of this message that I really want to have sink in for you to really realize here, is that it's a messy process figuring out what you really want. Knowing your purpose and really finding what lights you up is challenging. It's not supposed to be easy. If it was, then you'd figure it out right away as early in your childhood as possible and then do it for the rest of your life. And another caveat to all of this is that it probably will change over time. I've definitely changed my style and approach, the structure of my business. Pretty much so many things that I thought would stay the same have shifted over the years. But the core passion and love for helping people, I knew that I would keep. Now look, I've worked with over 800 clients at this point, and so many of them have come to me trying to figure out what they really want to do. We've started incredible businesses that we've grown to over 7 figures, but some people have also just found a job that they really, really love, that pays great, and they're happy and they can just enjoy their life. No matter where you're at and no matter where you want to go, I would love to invite you to have a one-on-one call with me to see how I can support you personally and really coach you to step into the next level of your life. If you want to take advantage of this, just hop over to erafael.com. And over there, you can book a call with me directly. The link is in the description if you want to take advantage of it, and I'm looking forward to talking to you. And regardless of if you take advantage of that or not, as always, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.